Hello, my dear Ram. How are you? I wanted to pull a reading for you. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are doing great. Let me just turn these off. Make sure we have complete privacy as much as possible here. Okay. I have pulled some tails. Sorry, I've missed you. If you guys have missed me. I was, out of equipment. I downloaded some new pack for my Apple, for my Mac, and when I did, all of my things for my cards for my computer stopped working. And then I tried to fix it myself, and I'm not an IT expert. I'm decent. Decent as in somebody who knows nothing would probably think I know something, but I'm no IT expert. So I had to take all my equipment with my camera and everything in so that they could get that fixed because I couldn't upload anything. So anyways, so the ones that I had in arrears were uploaded, and then I started filming more. And because they had my camera too, I couldn't even film. So, because I didn't want to give them a partial bag. Everything's pre-shuffled, but you know when I'm talking about you, I like to shuffle. So the full moon was on the 6th in Cancer, okay? Hitting your 11th house of networks and good spirit. Okay, it was a very, very powerful, very, very powerful full moon, okay? If you had anything happen in the limelight or anything like that, or an overflowing of emotions, or covered things in any kind of way, dealing with events, it might have been an extremely highlighted time. If you were a healer, or there was some wounding, there may have been love on offer through your networks, okay, that was healing in some way, or you may have been spotlighted for your ability to heal, especially if you were in the healing arts, or if you were a doctor or a nurse or something of this sort, especially. The new moon, which takes place in the inside degrees of, in fact, let's pull those first, which takes place on the inside degrees of Aquarius, is going to hit your 4th house of home. Okay, that is on the 21st. Let me just take a look at my moon charts here. So I'm not, no. Very so. Oh no. Okay, 11th is for 11th is for the new moon. Okay, so there's going to be some brand new beginnings in networks that hurt but are wonderful at the same time in some sort of weird way. Around the time of the new moon, okay? Around the time of the full moon, it is in your 4th house. That's your house of home. That hits really, 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 really close to your foundations. If your work at home, it was probably very, very active. If you are having arguments at home, they probably got exacerbated. High feelings of tension, especially between between Capricorn and Cancer. There was an opposition between them due to the full moon, and there was some auspicious aspects, but there was also a square, especially if you were born middle decan of Aries. I would have expected the January 6th full moon to be a little bit more tense for whatever reason for you, and for something to be spotlighted, or a wound to be spotlighted, or something that you just have a problem healing, and that could be a person that won't go away. It could be a lot of things. However, there is something about your ability to teach, or someone else's ability to teach and mentor around you, which was something that could spark growth for you, okay? Even though it's a bit challenging, it's something that you could grow from, something of this sort, okay? There was a lot of activity and energy of that full moon on the 6th centered around thought and mind. Okay, you could have like been burning a lot of candles at work around that time, especially as well. Okay, and for whatever reason, if you work at home, just you know, a bustle of activity around that time. If you don't work from home, there could have been tensions across home and career around that time, okay? And one way or another, or a very public and upfront feeling to it, okay? That kind of left you feeling wounded, or that you were exposed in some sort of way, even though it could be a good thing, but you're getting your feet wet with it, something of this sort, okay? Because of the beneficial trines from the sun to Uranus, I feel like there was an ease in this energy, but it was a very, very powerful full moon, nevertheless, okay? On the 21st, you guys are going to have a lot of new beginnings in the area of your 11th house, okay? So if you did start something around the full moon, or something came into culmination, and I do see some repeating patterns between the energies in the lunar cycles, aside from the moon itself, you could also have some blessings come in, all right, that bring you some sort of fruit, or bear some sort of fruit around the time of the 21st, okay? Around the time of the 21st. And it could have to do with somebody that's very independent, possibly a female figure, or your own independence, okay? Or your own rebel streak, or your own way of standing out from the crowd. There's a very auspicious trine between some feminine energies between Leo and Aries around the time of the new moon, okay? Additionally, I see like some positive trines between the North Node and Taurus and Uranus, as well as Mercury around the time of the new moon. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be almost an electric ability to really have like if you felt slowed down or stymied as far as thought process on anything you're working on. You're going to have really, really great aspects to kind of interject. Like your mind may be buzzing around the time of the new moon, okay, on the 21st, okay? Nevertheless, I'm going to pull two particular cards. Where are these ones? On the moon cycle, all right? And I'm going to pull a 9-card spread for you guys today. I will still do a single Untroubled in Love, of course. And I'm going to be doing the Pluto special, which has become, of course, I'm making it like way more complex than it needs to be. But it's a really important cycle, and it's going to be in there for a long, long time. Pluto was in Capricorn since 2008 or 9. Pluto entering Aquarius, I think it stays there till like 2033 or something crazy with the retrogrades. And it is a Pluto return for the United States. Very, very impactful. It takes like 200 and something years. If you think back to 2008-9 to now, when it's at the tail end, I'm sure, you know, and I'll go over it house by house in there. There's been some definitive, huge life transformations whenever Pluto goes across a house. It just is. It's just nothing that we can control, okay? Some of you are spicy. Very, very spicy, all right? And if you've been taking any shit, or felt like you've been taking any shit, there's some sort of death, transformation, and scorpionic energy popping up here with the lunar cycle this month for you, okay? As well as this, which is like titled Venom, and I love it because the moon's like inside of this beast's mouth. And I pulled these aren't moon cards, but I specifically pulled them for the moon, so I feel like Aries gets its fight back, okay, in the nicest, most pleasant way in the second half of the month. There's a lot of creativity popping here for whatever Aries is popping up today. All right. Something to do like with unleashing creativity and the N-word child and healing. Okay. And with Thanatos, which is representative and connected to scorpionic energy relative to the 8th house and death, where death, taxes, rebirth, deeply transformative sexual relationships, and that can also include our own death cycles of rearranging ourselves in our lives, okay? After things have, things that are meant to pass, okay? Whether that be people or transitions in our own lives, phases in our own lives. There's some sort of chapter closing here that's rather large, so maybe not even to be entitled a chapter, rather a volume. Just want to make sure this puppy got. Let's take a lookie, shall we? I'm going to pull a couple of these as well for my Aries for the month of January. I will do a house by house check-in analysis. Maybe I do those twice a year for you guys. I mean, last year was my first year, but I'm going to do it again for you. Okay, every 6 months, a house by house check-in analysis. All right. But the 8th house, in every single tutelary tale that I've pulled using different decks the past 3 days, the 8th house has popped up, okay? Or scorpionic energy, specifically relative to the 8th house. So, and with Pluto's transition, I guess I should expect that. Pluto is going to take a while to get into gear. I mean, Pluto is freaking like molasses, because big change, it's not so fast, you know? And it has a lot of, I don't want to say dark energy, but in that, you know, if you go with like a Buddhist philosophy, same side of the, you know, different sides of the same coin, something like this, then we all have to go through darkness to get to the light, something of this sort. That's the kind of Plutonian energy that will be transiting a new house, which is a new huge aspect in your lives, depending on where it hits and whether you're a sun, moon, rising, okay? It's rather large. It's rather deep. Sometimes we get better before we get worse, okay? I'm not saying where you are right now. I'm just saying that's part of a Plutonian cycle in general, okay? My deck is upside down, so I'm going to ignore... I'm going to ignore things that are upside down in this, okay? But I'll note them, all right? Like that. I feel in the recent past, for the Aries that's popping up here, there's some sort of indecision, okay, about the give and take or the balance in something. It may be something that you're investing your time, effort, and energy into, okay, with work or with love or with relationships in general, okay? It could be with your creativity, all right? I feel like that's going to get rebalanced. But in the recent past, I feel like there was some sort of indecision or wrong decision, or you questioning your own mind in the decisions you were making. Okay, am I going to get paid back for this? This is the effort, is like the effort that I'm going to put in going to be worth it? And you may have been weighing out your decisions relative to a court matter as well. That's possible for some of you. Okay, so I'm not going to not say it. Okay, with these falling in like they are here. You may have been weighing out the cost versus the benefit of a court scenario, okay, in the recent past, okay, because there's been something that's been unjust that either has gone down in one way or another, okay? I mean, this could be as simple as sending a letter to somebody for your return on a deposit for rent. I mean, it doesn't have to be an official court proceeding, but there was something here where you had to speak up about some sort of imbalance, injustice, or unfairness, specifically as it deals with tangible items or your money or your work, okay? It's popping up here, okay? I do feel like there's people around you that are willing to help you. You just need to ask, okay? I feel like you have to say, I need help. You have to raise your hand. And I think you'll be surprised at how many people will help you. And Aries doesn't like to ask for help, okay? They like to work on teams. They like to spearhead things. But insofar as something personal, especially when it cuts deep or something like this, you don't really like to ask for help. And there are two cards here specifically indicative of the need to raise your hand to ask for help, okay, when you need to, okay? And not, you know, the worst thing somebody can say is no, okay? There's also a gentleman here popping up that maybe of foreign descent or have dark skin. Okay, that could be you, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, you could be dealing with somebody that's BIPOC but they're of some significance here in the current energy. Okay, or they could just have dark hair. Okay, but for whatever reason, they're kind of significant. Maybe this is somebody that you're going to get help from. I don't know if you want to settle something or bring it into something, and that you need, you know, that brings you great sadness. Some of you may be going to therapy, and you may be seeking therapy to deal with the aftermath of somebody that was darker complected that you were dealing with, or going to somebody like that for help that helps you get through something of an ending, okay, or helps you put the nail in a coffin and put the end on this phase. Like I said, there's some new volume start here for you that's showing up here in this reading, okay? A lot of healing, possibly a new beginning, all right? Now, I do see that some of you may have been dealing with somebody that was treacherous, either financially or that was like trickery or a liar, okay? Or deceptive, all right? Some of you may have felt disillusioned because of this person. Some of you may have felt disillusioned about your options about how to deal with this person, okay? Foggy about a walk away. And how to walk away, when to fight, when to walk away from something. Something like that on something may be very foggy for you. Like you don't want to get yourself into more of a mess, and you really want to get away from a certain thing or person or situation. But there was some hesitancy here with the choices that you had to make, weighing up your options here. And ask for help, okay? Hold on. There may be a therapist that you are seeing here for some of you that was helping you with something from childhood, specifically related to a mother figure, something that was unjust, dealing with a mother figure. Somebody may have Taurus, Capricorn, or Libra in their chart, okay? Does not have to be. I also see possibly a figure here with some water in their chart. That could be you if you're born by the Pisces cusp, or it could be somebody else. But I see like something with love gone awry here in the past, and this could have to do with your own parents, especially when you were little. Okay. There may be some sort of healing that's coming about dealing with a father figure for you this month, specifically as to something dealing with a mother figure, some news regarding a mother figure, or something related back to when you were a child that was an old pain that you finally have, I don't want to say vindicated, because it's not a vindicated, it's more of a healing thing in your own mind. Nothing hurts than like the pain from childhood, okay? Especially a very deep wound from childhood. And as we grow older, when we resolve these things from childhood, whether in therapy or self-work or mirror work or inward child healing, or realize with somebody else's shit, you know, especially somebody close to us, that was not a true reflection of who we were, but that maybe we took on as a feeling. There's sadness with that. There's like a whole regular grieving phase. And something here is going on with that. Okay? Some sort of realization, and I feel like this realization was probably a long time ago, of what's love and what's not love. Something of this sort. And some sadness. I don't know why this is coming up now. But it definitely is. Somebody here could have had faced a loss due to addiction issues, like from long ago. It could be now. It could be now. Okay? I'm not saying that it's not now. I'm kind of getting this vibe that it was a while ago, but I'm not positive, okay? There was some sort of tower moment and some great healing that's coming in right now for you this month in regards to this, if this is resonating. There's a specific story here about feeling stabbed in the back, okay? And it could be by your parents, especially if you were raised in a dysfunctional household when you were a child, okay? And this could be through therapy or like inward realization, something of that sort. And I see a letting go of old pain here that's showing up. I have the 5 of Cups with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Rods in the reverse, and the Star. So I feel like there was some old pain that somebody was holding on to very, very tightly, that was very deep inside, maybe like layers of pain, that even if it was something long ago, that like you get to one level and then you get to another level, and it's like as you progress within yourself, you know, you come to different realizations, certain decades, certain whatever, something maybe triggering you back to 2008, 9, and then prior to that, and Saturn, or a another phase here. I'll look at the chart in a minute. Hold on. Give me this King of Cups. But I feel that something you're collaborating on or working on in the present, having to do with a new beginning that never happened in the past, is very important. I feel as if you may be working with 3 or more people, possibly, on this, okay? And again, I'm getting this 7 of Cups vibe, that you're not sure what doorway to walk into for this new beginning. You're not exactly sure, so you're just kind of like spitting at the wall, like you'll try it all. And then something hits you kind of deep inside. I'm not sure why this is coming up again now, if this is from childhood, okay? It could be because of Pluto's transition. Pluto's transition is going to be very, very strong, and it's been teetering around for a while, and it had a conjunction with Venus around the 31st and 1st, which kind of heightens the transition into Aquarius, especially with the new moon in Aquarius around the first few degrees that Pluto will actually be able to move to probably this year before it goes retrograde again, okay? I'm going to pull some more on this in a second. Now, there may be some news about an injustice, but for whatever reason, like this injustice, like of somebody screwing themselves over, okay? And I'm going to say with this dark man, it could be a man or a woman. I don't want to say whether it's a man or a woman, because the exact card, and there's like hundreds of these cards, these T cards, the dark woman is on the top right here. So I feel like I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, okay? Especially with that appearing on the bottom, which is super not normal. It's not like they're together in the deck ever. All right. But I do feel like you need to raise your hand and ask for help if you're struggling on anything, okay? And that you're going to be surprised at how much help you get to take the swords out of your back, to let go of something that was a non-victory, and to heal from a situation, okay? And it specifically regards an injustice, possibly one that involved a mother, okay? And I'm going to say again, Venus is of significance, so something could have come up around or heightened or you could have felt a lot of feelings around something that was going on, okay? All right, let's check this out. I want this Thanatos. Again with the Star. And the Devil. Again, and the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess. There was something here unhealed. Could have to do with somebody that was born on the Aqua Pisces cusp, okay? Or a Capricorn or a Pisces, okay? Or, but not necessarily, okay? Or you may have these predominantly placed. But again, what did I just tell you about Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius? Okay. There's something here about intuition. I mean, we have the Star here is Aquarius. We have Pisces here, okay? I have a King of Cups down here, okay? I have the Ten of Cups, which is representative of Minor Arcana and Pisces, and I have the Devil here, all right? Representative of a Capricorn. Something's being put to bed here with family, okay? I don't know if it's with your extended family or with your, this is popping up so much the past few days. But there's some sort of healing that's being put to bed, okay? From something old. Could have to do with an addiction or addictive behavior, codependency in families. Something of this sort is going through a death and regeneration process. With the 4th house of home popping up with this lunar cycle, that is something that you could definitely be feeling, okay? These could also be representative of people, but I feel like any shackles that you've been tied down to, whether in your mind or actually physically, of somebody improperly exuding their authority over you or something like this, can't try and keep you chained and bound or feeling chained up, is going to be released this month. What is this 2 of Swords here? Some of you may feel uncertain about somebody that acted in haste, maybe communicated with you in haste, maybe some form of communication, or somebody that was shrill with you, and whether you wanted to get back together with that person or not, or maybe something that somebody did to you that was very shrill and mean and cutting and gossipy and nasty, that you're getting rid of, that you're putting an end to. Okay, and I don't know if that person was able to exert third-party interference on you in some way at work, at home, or with other people you loved, but that's like getting cut, okay? Because we're popping here with death, okay? Also representative of scorpionic energy. But this Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse is no good, okay? I feel like somebody may have lashed out at you in some way or another, that disturbed the give and take on something, that upset your foundation in some way, significantly, possibly your work or some achievement, okay? Here you are, the Emperor. Somebody may have messed up your home. I don't know if this is in the past. On this first aisle, so this could literally go back to your own mother and father, but there was some sort of disturbance, unfairness, major events in the home, okay? Either with a father figure or this is just you. If this is you, you could have got messed up with work. Somebody like passed over, or something interfered with a big goal you wanted to reach, or you did reach, that got fucked up in some way, okay? All right, what's this Justice? Justice is swift this month for the Aries. So, flip it, swap it. If you know that you're playing the opposite role of what I'm discussing right now, you know that, okay? Here you are again on the bottom. All right, or so there's a lot of Martian energy here with the Fool, all right? Here, I feel like something happened very, very quickly that you were chained up with previously. You, again, may have dealings with a Libra or with the justice system, and I feel like you're going to be released from the chains that bind, whether you feel that in your mind or your heart or whatever. Any cuts you had on a feeling of being able to let loose and feel the love has been kind of cut off by something here that may have happened. This person and you would get along very well, see each other as equals, although you may be different, okay? Because the Two of Cups is appearing here. Somebody literally could come in, and if you do meet somebody this month, it's going to be very hot, especially because the 21st, some of the placements we have, you may have somebody come in or out on the 8th house in Scorpio, okay? This could be through like a passing away of a job, getting rid of somebody who is like a ball and chain, you know, whether they were a nemesis to you or whatnot, okay? It also could be, you know, letting go of somebody that you were with for a long time if you had trouble cutting ties with them. And it also could be somebody coming in. So I just want to preface that, okay? Sorry, I just want to look at Mars real quick in your chart, because there's something here with Mars where you're thinking, okay? If you get a little bit off on what to do, go to your advisors, whatever they are, whether you're talking financial, attorneys, whoever, your therapist. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Why is the Queen of Swords here? There could be somebody here with a news or a child, or somebody that freaks out about news, or somebody that's like in your shit, or there could be a child here involved, or this, again, may have been you when you were a child, okay? All right, give me this. Let me pull a different deck in case I have repeaters here. I see you very strong down here. I see some of you are going to have... Some of you are developing a lot of self-trust right now, okay? Some of you may be disillusioned about a Pisces. Some of you could be, all right? Or some of you may have a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or be on the cusp, okay? Hold on a second. Give me this star here. Again, I feel like some sort of tragedy happened when you were little that you had to walk away from, or a contract you had to walk away from, or a collaboration you had to walk away from, or a third-party scenario where there was some fuck shit. Could have been from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm strongly getting an Aquarius. If so, maybe, possibly. Hold on. What's this Queen of Swords up here? Judgment. What's this Queen of Swords up here? But I keep getting repeaters here with like a lost love or death or no love in the family, possibly with a mother, feelings of abandonment from the past. Okay, this has been like a reoccurring theme. Although everybody's stories, these stories have been different. There is a something here coming up here with that's like up for death, rebirth here with you right now. That's recollective of the past, or some third party scenario where somebody's fucking with your shit that you're putting it into. You faced indecision over it for a while. The give and take was off. You also, I see somebody here weighing up their options in relative to litigation or trying to get some sort of justice, or whether to mess with this person or not. And I do see a very swift cut here, okay? And it could have been reminiscent from something in the past, okay? Especially dealing with your own father and mother. And I feel like some of you grew up without a father or mother in the home, okay? Like you felt abandoned, something happened within the family, and you grew up without a father or mother, one or the other, okay? Or both, okay? It's definitely one or the other, okay? That person was unhealthy for you, And had you had them and that not happened, I don't know what happened, but had that not happened, what happened, whatever happened was I hate to say was a gift, but it was a gift to you, because you would have been exposed to more toxic behavior for a lot of years of your life, if that's you. That's what's showing here. Okay. This is some beautiful energy. This is some beautiful energy. Hold on. I have 2 towers and 2 rows on clarifiers and with regular cards. This is the 3rd tower that's I've seen in this reading, okay? That's why I use different decks in case the same cards want to come out. It's like very important. I want to handle this right. Hold on. I feel like here in the present energy for January, there is a walking away of something where a tower is blown, okay? And for whatever reason, it's reflective of something that happened in your childhood and you were walking away from it so that you can get extreme healing. I feel like there was some sort of trauma here, either when you were a child, possibly one of you grew up without a father or a mother, possibly through death or through addiction loss, or loss through some sort of tragedy of some sort or another, okay? I have on this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, dealing with the inner child, okay? Something that you did not have as an inner child, where there was no proper give and take, possibly with your own family, okay? And then now in relationships, it's been a test to you and in your regular working life to not let that lack of what you had make you work harder for people that treat you like shit. Okay, which is very un Aries like, but this is some very inward child stuff that's popping up here. Okay, this is not something that an Aries would share with the average person. Okay, but it's popping up here, and I see a lot of protection here for you because I have the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and Temperance. What's like 3 of some of the most beautiful energy. Okay, that is guardian, like angel, like protection there, on top of stellar intuition, on top of boom, 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 boom. It's like there's like a hidden ace for you or something, and like somebody looking out for you is basically what this here is in the middle, okay? And there is some tower again in the present moment, and that may be you bringing a tower to somebody else, okay? This person could be dealing. Hold on. What is this Judgment? Okay, some of you could be asking for a breakup this month. Sorry if you're going through that. However, if you are going through that, again, there's something reminiscent that is bringing you back to the past of your childhood and trying too hard in a relationship, okay? And not repeating trying to get love from somebody in the present in the same way you didn't get love from a parent in the past is popping up here, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. If this is not you, this is not your reading. Check your sun, moon, rising, okay? The Aries that's popping up here, this is what's popping. You may be blowing a tower on other people, okay? I specifically see this judgment call in relation to a family, possibly to a foundation, possibly to do with moving. Some of you may have to move. But I see like some heartbreak here around possible loss of a foundation or a family, or okay, possibly somebody that was younger, okay, that may also have fire predominant in their chart, but not necessarily, okay? Give me the 3 of hearts here. There's some sort of release here about your that you're holding on to in your heart with heartache that's very, very strong about an ending that you just don't want to let go of, about the truth about an ending. It really is like, even if this was a long time ago, something that happened brings up some old memory, or there's some loss here where you feel independent now, or you realize the way that somebody kind of strapped you, you know, or fucked with your own independence here, okay? And something about that hurts, and it has to do with the give and take in a relationship, okay? Again, with the heartbreak. I have like three of Swords here popping up several times, okay? It's popped up several times in the reads, and it doesn't always pop up. Just lately it has. Now, it could have something to do with a heart condition, but I don't think so, or surgery in this stead. I don't think so. I think this is more about loss of a foundation and a family member, okay? Possibly a marriage or something, and some ending here, breaking up a family unit, okay? That a tower blows on. However, you are in a very beautiful energy about this, because you are of the mind that even if you're losing something, you are never losing something that gave you anything back to begin with. It's here. Something here with this, okay? I'm not gonna, you know, there is either some incredible loss that's hard to get over here, or some lingering ending here that the truth of, for your independence, you know, is, stewing on you a bit, okay? In this break or blow up or whatever there is, okay? Something here hurts, okay? Ask for help. There's like people all around you for help. I see that, okay? For whatever reason, oh my God, on the Seven of Swords, I get the Seven of Swords in reverse. I can't pull anything else on it, okay? Give me this, there's something here about weighing out your own options as to your own wish fulfillment. I feel like you're doing it. You're making choices to go after your own wish fulfillment here, and that is your justice. That is your justice, to be free of chains from any toxic people from your past, or people that you were clinging on in the present because of wanting to fill some missing link from the past. You don't have to keep trying with something that's not working and not right from you to heal some missing link from the past. And there's some realization of that that's going on here for this Aries, okay? What is this justice? Yeah, okay. I see like this justice is favoring you. Like you can now let down your guard in the end here. I see you very with a high emotional intelligence by the end of the month. Okay, and I feel like you've reached some new level of inward plateau here, where you can't go back down. Not that you could never like have a bad day again or something, but some kind of inward new phase that you've reached some new plateau. Not that you aren't going to keep seeking to go up or new heights or something, but there's some sort of inward thing here that's incredibly strong. Incredibly strong, despite feeling cheated out of something, okay? I need you to like trust good advice and good advisors, okay, about how to deal with something if you're stuck in some sadness here, okay, about something that didn't work. I feel like there's somebody around you, could be a Pisces, all right, that's an advisor about how to help make a decision. Okay, this could, be a therapist. This could be somebody that is an intuitive. I mean, this is on the High Priestess, but I feel as if something here that you tap into with your own inward knowing really helps you for a new beginning. Some of you guys may be moving. Some of you guys, again, maybe moving away from family or something like this, or moving around. Some of you may have had something happen at work that somebody tried to mess with you. I feel like that's going to get resolved. And I do feel like there's a change of structures here. Either whether you're moving, work, something here, some significant changes, as well as a letting go of anybody that was messing around with you. Okay, and a healing around that it's okay. Okay, to let go of that. You don't have to take on somebody else's pain or follow along the line of the same something, with something from the past here, okay? There's people here to help you, and definitely seek out professional advice if you need any on financial or attorney-wise or health-wise, whatever it is, okay? And I feel like you'll be able to handle this just fine. I do feel like somebody is very bitter that you're walking away. Somebody may be like spewing venom or fire at you, I don't feel like you're, because there's some ending or walk away here that they don't like, that's been stuck in the same ring. I don't even know if toxic cycle, this person could have stolen from you, cheated you out of something, fucked with you in ways that they should not have. They may be breathing fire to try and keep you stuck in a loop of something toxic, but you're walking away from that. You're not going to let them mess with you. And there's some sort of shield that you are able to create to protect yourself so that you can let down your guard with those that you do trust to be able to enjoy yourself. Okay. What is this? I am getting somebody here, maybe born in November, that you're dealing with that may have been toxic. Possibly. Again, some of you feel like something's very unfair, like you got dealt a bad hand in family or with your family, something of this sort here. Very strongly. You may be hiding your feelings about that. Go talk to somebody about that. It's okay to say, fuck this, I got treated unfairly, I got a shit deal. Once you recognize those feelings, then you can get past them, and recognize, something about this. And I feel like you do that this month. I feel like there's significant healing surrounding that this month, okay? Again, there may be a water sign around you that you either see as a therapist or that's very helpful to you. Sun, moon, or rising, that significantly helps you. And you are not going to be, you make a decision on what you want to work on and what you don't with somebody else. It's like some of you may be breaking from a water sign as well, okay? I think I already said that, especially if they're a Scorpio, okay? Because Scorpio's all over this, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Okay, give me some final advice for my Aries, please. You're making some sort of decision about what to fight and what not to fight, okay? This may have to do with a work situation or a boss, okay? A Cancer or a Pisces, again, or a mate, okay, or possibly a Scorpio, okay? But there is some grappling with feelings of abandonment, and there is somebody here that was really out of sorts, okay, and maybe has their own abandonment issues that were somehow like projecting them on you. I see an out of balance Emperor and an out of balance Queen of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Sorry about that. For some reason, when we cook certain things, my smoke alarms are very, 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 very sensitive. They go off when we cook, even if we're not burning anything. Okay. This is what I see. There is some out of bounds mother-father figure here or the loss of one or something like this. Somebody feels very angry about, could have been fast, something like this. There's some sort of decision-making process here. Secrets, feelings of being alone and abandonment, feelings of out of sorts, okay? This could be from somebody else that's deflecting on you. But it also could be from somebody in your periphery that came at you, okay? All right. Again, there may have been a lot of fights in your childhood home when you were young, or there may be a lot of fights in a marriage right now, especially with a Pisces. Sorry. If you're married to one. Or you may just be really going inward knowing. I feel like the romance is gone. The stress is gone. You're relieving the stress and the anxiety about a marriage or a foundation or a move here that you're making. And I feel like you have advisors around you that are willing to help you 100%. Okay? Oof. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if somebody... It's possible that somebody cheated. It's possible that somebody is like not getting aroused anymore for their mate because of the shitty way that they treated them, or like it's like, oh yeah, I would never, I can't ever, I'm just not into it with that person again. And the reason that I'm seeing this show up for that with that person is that that person has been a fucker to you. Okay, a fucker. All right, but you know, seek out, there's plenty of people here that are willing to help you. Okay? And you need to ask for help where you need it. Okay? Whether that be an advisor of mental, financial, legal, whatever you need. I feel like this help is on offer. Okay? For whatever occurs. And I feel like you are okay with whatever occurs. Okay? Although there are some changes here. I've already said what they could be in relation to, okay? Again, I feel like there was a loss of somebody that you considered family to you, or some sort of family member, either in your childhood, that for whatever reason what's going on now is bringing this back up. I feel like some of you were raised without a mother or a father, and there were old lingering feelings of abandonment because of that, and they may have come out on your relationships, in which like you tried harder in certain relationships that weren't good for you. And there's some realization about that and being able to let that go. So that you're not stuck in some loop and you're fine with that, and there's some deep healing around it. Okay. I do feel like some of you possibly what's this? I feel like this water, I am getting like water and fire. I'm sorry, water and I feel like I feel like, I mean, it's possible that there's a Libra or an Aquarius here, or that's you. Okay, take it as it resonates. I told you I saw a Capricorn over here. Either that or some very codependent things from the past that you're letting go of and healing from. And there is there's for sure a Pisces here, sun, moon, rising, and energy also showing up here. Okay. For some reason, I don't feel like this air sign is a Gemini, just because I haven't seen Jimmy's other cards pop. Okay, but it certainly could be. All right, this could be anybody. It's about the energy behind the card. Okay, I do see a good deal of masculine energy here as well. All right, but there's no gender in tarot. All right, let me see this. Again, I feel like if there's been a breakup, that it's due to a third party interference, or if there's problems at work, it's due to third party interference. I don't know what happened. You do. But it's just popped up so many times. I don't know, maybe you have to deal with somebody competitive that's like super crazy at work. Okay. For others of you, this does have to do with a marriage or thinking back to your parents' home. And I do feel like if so, there was some tragedy there that happened a long time ago or something. Okay. I'm just picking up on that. And there's some freeing from all that, and a guard and a protection from ever being tied again to something like this. Okay. And there is something that you're letting go of here, but you feel there's a deep emotional maturity and intuition here hitting with you. Okay. This month, that's very, very strong. Okay. Regardless of what, and there's a lot of help around here for you to deal with this. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later.